Hello viewers, hope you're all doing good. Welcome to this video. My name is Nawaz and you're watching NXA, the Linux Guy channel. So, last video we saw how to install the EB CLI, the command line tool for interacting with your Elastic Beanstalk applications and managing your applications and environments. This video I'm going to show you how you can use EB CLI tool to deploy your web applications. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. Without you. Okay, so let's head towards the playground. I'm going to clear the terminal and zoom in a little bit so you guys can see. Let's create a project folder, let's say EB CLI demo. Let's go inside that folder and I will create the HTML file, which is this. So if I could cat that. So this is the simple code I wrote. So let's go ahead, let's do EB init. And this will basically ask you for your region, your platform version and everything. But before that, make sure you grab your access key ID and your secret key because you have to authorize your user against the AWS account. So I have already done that when I have configured the AWS CLI. So my credentials are inside my home directory and .aws. So here are my credentials. So make sure you grab your credentials before this. So EB init, let's do that. Select a default region. The default is 3, which is Oregon. I want to use Virginia. So 1, enter. Enter application name. So the default is EB CLI demo, which is the name of the folder. So it has assumed that the application name is this as well. So that's not a problem. Let's stick with default, enter. So application has been created. It appears you are using PHP. Is this correct? So it has read the file, that index.html file, and it has assumed that we will be using PHP. So let's go by default. It says yes. So enter. Select a platform branch. I will select the latest one, which is PHP 7.4. Default is 1. Enter. Cannot set up code commit because blah blah. So ignore this warning. In my next video, I will show you how you can set up a source control using Git. So for now, let's ignore this. Do you want to set up SSH for your instance? Basically, I don't want that. I can come into my project folder here and I can make changes and all that. But let's assume you want that. So if I do enter. So select the key pair. So I have already created the key pair. But there is also option for creating a new key pair. So I'm going to select my key pair, enter. So that's it. Let's clear the terminal. If I do ls-la, so here is a Elastic Beanstalk hidden directory, and there you've got your config.yaml. So if I could cat that. So here are all the configurations. So the next command is EB create to create the environment. First, EB init, we have created the application. So let's go to my GUI. Let's see here. So here you can see application has been created. If I go to environments, there will be no environment, right? So let's do that. Let's do EB create to create the environment as well. So EB create, and it will ask me some other things. Enter environment name. Default is EB CLI demo dev. So if you are using a production environment or any sort of that thing, so you can name it accordingly. That's fine for me. Let's go with that. Enter. Enter DNS CNAME prefix. So this has to be unique. Let's do EB CLI demo dev NXA. Just whatever you like. Select a load balancer type. So the default is 2, which is our application load balancer. So that's quite cool. Let's go by default. Enter. So it has started creating the application. It has uploaded the code as well. So if I go to my S3 bucket, here it is. Let's maximize this because it's kind of buggy here. So it has uploaded the code as well. That's quite nice. And it has started creating the environment. So let's go to our EB dashboard. Let's go to environments. So the environment creation has been started. The health is pending. So it's gonna take some time because it has to deploy the EC2 instance. It has to create the security group. It has to create a load balancer as well. Because we have selected the application load balancer, so it will also create target groups. If we would have selected the classic one, it would have not created the target group. So that's quite cool. And it also has to create the launch configuration and the auto scaling group. So that's gonna take around 15 to 20 minutes. So I'm gonna pause this video and come back when this has completed. Alright, so the environment has been created successfully. Here you can see in the dashboard as well, and here as well, successfully launched environments. So let's maximize this terminal, page up, and here you will see the list of events which just occurred. So let's go there. Let's go to our environment. So our environment is healthy, and we can access our application using this link. So if I click here, so this is the code we just wrote. That's nice. Let's go to the dashboard, and this is the environment. Let's go here. Let's say side by side. So configuration. So in CLI we can do everything that we can do using the console. So configuration, so let's do by command. So EB config will be opening the configuration. So this is my configuration file, and I don't know, for some reason it's using nano, which I don't like. I like to use Vim. I love Vim. But anyways, here you can change your instance type, your cooldown, and all those things. So for example, your instance types could be your T2 small or T2 large, whatever. I'm not going to change any of this. So Control X to exit. Warning, no changes made because I have not changed there anything. Let's see more. Let's see logs. So let's go to logs here first. So currently there are no logs. If I do EB logs, retrieving logs, if I refresh this, so here you will see the logs also downloaded here, and it will also show me the logs in my terminal. If I click here, this is the log, my application log, EB engine log, and my access and error log, and log here as well. Let's zoom in here. So this is the log, and if I press Shift J, this is my access log and error log. That's nice. Let's see more. Mod left arrow key. EB health is the command for checking the health. So we can do that here as well. EB health will show me the health of my application and the health of instance. So this is the health dashboard. Here you will see your overall health. If I could do this or this. So overall health and instance health, 200 responses, 300, 400, and latency here, instance type, and all those things. This is a static, what I could say, static information. If you want a dynamic one, you can type -- refresh, and it's gonna refresh, I believe, after every 10 seconds, I guess. Let's see that. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, 10 seconds. So it's gonna give you the dynamic information or your dynamic health of your application. So Q to quit out of it. Let's see more. Monitoring. You can't do that by CLI because for monitoring you need to see the graph and all those things. And events. So let's see events here in the GUI. So the latest event was we pulled logs for environment instances. So let's do it here. EB events. if I press Shift J, pull logs for environment instance. So that's the events. Also, let's say EB status, which will show you the status of your environment, which will is basically your this screen right here. This one. This is this EB status. So this is the name of the application, name of the environment, environment ID, your CNAME, your status, which is ready. I've seen it somewhere here. Anyways, health is green, which is your green here. So that's nice. Let's do EB list, which will list your environments. So currently I only have one environment, which is EB CLI demo dev. So that's this one. Let's see more options. Let's see EB -- help, and I'm going to pipe that to less. Let's see what more we can do with this command. So we have seen EB init, create, event, health, list, logs. Let's see EB open. So this will open my application in a web browser. Enter. Here it is. Okay, so that's EB open. That's quite cool. Let's do see more commands. Let's see what we can do. EB status we saw. EB terminate to terminate the environment. EB restore to restore the environment. And this will print your environment variables. So I guess I've covered everything here. EB app version, EB abort to all those. Okay. So I guess I've covered everything here. Let's do EB terminate, which will terminate the environment. So let's do that. Enter. To confirm, type the environment name. Okay, I forgot one more thing. Let's quit out of it. EB SSH. Which will basically SSH to your instance. Are you sure you want to continue connecting? Yes. So I have logged into my EC2 instance. So let's go to my EB CLI. Here I will go to my EC2 dashboard. Let's maximize this EC2. I'm going to close this window because we already have one, which is running. So this is my EC2 management console dashboard. So here we have one running instance, one load balancer, and one key pair I created before, and 3 security groups. Let's check that out. So this will be basically same, one for your auto scaling group and one for your load balancer. And we also have a load balancer. Let's check that out. Listeners, so we have HTTP port 80 open here, monitoring the basic monitoring for your load balancer and all those things. Let's go to target groups. Here let's see targets. So this is the only target which is registered. Let's see launch configurations. So there is one launch configuration, and we also have the auto scaling group, similar to which we saw before. So let's go back to dashboard again. I'm going to minimize this and let's exit out of this session. I believe I've covered everything here. So let's terminate the environment. So EB terminate will terminate the environment. Let's go in here. I'll do this. Elastic Beanstalk environments. Let's do EB terminate. Enter. And type the environment name. So EB CLI demo dev is the name of the environment. So it has started terminating the environment. So it's going to take some time because it has to remove every resources it has deployed. So it's going to delete the EC2 instance, the security group for our autoscaling group, and our load balancer. It has to delete the load balancer, it has to delete the target groups, it has to delete the launch configuration, and also has to delete the autoscaling group. Yeah, that's it. So it has to do all those things, so it's going to take some time. It will not delete the code which was uploaded to the bucket, so we have to do it manually. So let's do that until it's terminating the environment. So here I'm inside my S3 bucket. So you won't be able to delete your bucket because it has applied some policy to your bucket. So let's try deleting it. If I try to delete it now, select this, delete. Name of the bucket is this. Control C, Control V, confirm. So you will see one error if I do details. So access denied. So basically it has applied a policy inside your bucket which will not let you delete this bucket. So first we have to delete the policy, and after that we will be able to delete our bucket. So let's do that. Let's go to permissions. Here go to bucket policy, and here you will say for action, which is your delete, it has denied it. So let's delete this policy. Delete. Let's go to our S3 bucket and let's try to delete it now. Delete. Control V. 100% success. So now we are able to delete the bucket. So that's how you delete your S3 bucket. So it's going to take some time. So I'm going to pause this video and come back when this is finished. So the command has been executed successfully. It's saying me that the terminate environment has completed successfully. So let's see what it has done. It has deleted the load balancer listener. It has deleted the CloudWatch alarm which was created. So it has also deleted the autoscaling group policy. It has deleted the EC2 instance. It has deleted the launch configuration and the security groups and one SNS topic as well. So let's verify that. Let's go to our dashboard of EC2 instance. Let's verify from here first. So I will refresh this. So we've got nothing here except one default security group and one key pair which I have created before. So the state is back to normal. So that's quite nice. Let's see one by one instances. So it's always a good practice to verify if it has deleted all your resources, because if it hasn't done that, then it will end up eating your free tier limit, and that would be a problem, right? Let's go to environments, or let's check load balancers. So the load balancer is gone. Let's check the target groups. No target groups. Let's say the launch configurations. No launch configuration, and I believe there will be no autoscaling groups. So that's nice. Let's go to our environment now. Let's click on environments, or here, and we have one application. Let's go there, and it has terminated the environment. So that's nice. Okay, so that's it for this video, guys. I hope I have covered everything about EB CLI. The next video, I'm going to show you how you can manage multiple environments. So till now, we were saying how to manage the single environment, and in this case, it was a development environment, which was dev. So the next video, I'm going to show you how you can manage multiple environments. Maybe one will be your dev environment, and another one will be your prod environment or your production environment. So that will be my next video. Cool. So I hope you guys find this video useful. If you did, make sure you like this video, share it with your friends, and see you guys in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.